Futurecast.
Well, good morning, everybody. Some slick spots still out there on the road, so just please use caution. We had some of the moisture freezing overnight, creating that issue. Now, right now, live pinpoint Doppler 12 not showing any precipitation falling from the sky. I want to take you in a little bit closer to Narragansett Town Beach. You can see we zoom in very tightly here with live pinpoint Doppler 12. Here is the shore. We had the gusty winds overnight that did stir up the water, and the water remains a little stirred up this morning. You can see it right here from our live camera at the Coast Guard House. We've actually seen a lot of people walking along the beach this morning. Obviously not a beach day, but not a terrible morning to walk along the beach. Just make sure you bring along the jacket. Temperatures still in the upper 20s. In fact, down across the South Shore, we're right around the 30-degree mark. 30 for Westerly, Middletown at 30 degrees, and upper 20s here in Cranston. Attleboro, mid-20s, Woonsocket 26 degrees, and out for the South Shore of Rhode Island and places like Little Compton, we're in the upper 20s with a 29 also in Tiverton. So your weather headlines break down like this. Some slick spots early, a lull in the storms today, and then some snow overnight into tomorrow. I will let you know how much coming up in just a few minutes. Here are those wind speeds as of late. Not terribly impressive. We get a break from the gusty winds that we saw yesterday, 6 miles an hour right now in Smithfield, and it's completely calm in Westerly. We kick up the breezes a little bit this afternoon, but nowhere close to what we saw yesterday. Satellite pictures showing some streaky clouds just down to our south, so if you're across the South Shore this morning, you'll see some dimmer skies as that upper-level moisture kind of dims out the sunshine. North of Providence, we'll get a decent amount of sun early and then some increasing clouds as we go into the late morning and afternoon in advance of that next storm system. Speaking of that, we're going to go hour by hour on your Futurecast. Here is noontime. Let's think a decent amount of sunshine, but again, some clouds will start to mix in, especially along the South Shore, and then more clouds and sun by late afternoon. You can see the blue represents snow. By midnight, some snow possible, especially for northern suburbs and western suburbs. So Foster up through, say, Pasco could see some snow flying. And then through the overnight hours, the snow overspreads pretty much everywhere across southern New England. A few of our models want to mix in some rain. I think most of the rain holds off, perhaps a little bit across the Cape and Islands, but this will mostly be a snow event. Then you can see by noontime the blue is gone, so I think most of the snow over with by this point. There could be a lingering snow shower. For this afternoon, 34 degrees by 1 o'clock, 3 p.m. 35 degrees, and by 5 we're down to 33, so not a terrible afternoon to be outside. South Shore temperatures a few degrees above freezing today, 35 on the URI campus, West Greenwich 34, Jamestown at 35. Now, our typically colder spots will be colder today, no surprise. Chepachet 31 degrees, Greenville 32, and West Warwick gets up to 35. And for eastern Massachusetts, we'll see temperatures in the mid, maybe a few upper 30s, Westport 36 degrees, Seekonk 35. The clouds will want to spread in from the west, so our eastern Massachusetts locations may enjoy the sun for a bit longer today. Late tonight, the snow gets going after midnight. I mean, there could be a few flakes before that, but the bulk of it falls after midnight. Through, say, 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, most of it will be on the ground by noontime with some lingering snow showers. In terms of what we can expect, I'm going with 1 to 3 inches of snow, with most of us staying closer to that 1, maybe 2 inch mark. And it's a light, fluffy snow, so most of us will be able to maybe use the shovel very easily without too much effort, or even use that broom to sweep the snow off of those walkways. But stay tuned. I'll have another update tonight in case that accumulation forecast changes. By tomorrow evening, the precipitation is gone, and then another storm to deal with on Monday. This one will be mostly rain and wind. Some of that rain will be heavy at times. It could start as a brief period of freezing rain during the morning on Monday. By Tuesday afternoon, that system is gone, and then we quiet things down Wednesday and Thursday. There was a slight chance of some snowflakes showing up Wednesday evening. We'll watch that, but right now I am not confident in that, so I'm keeping it out of the forecast. For an updated Futurecast, you can always log on to our website, WPRI.com. We're always updating that. In fact, I have to update that right now.
So you must leave us.
I'm going to leave you alone here at the desk, but I think you can handle it on your own.
All righty. Thank you, Pete. Of course I can. And now for a look at what's happening.